And we'll say hello to all who might be viewing, and a particularly special hello to the gentleman who has kind of created all this. Hi, everyone. My name is Ken Double. I'm involved with the Atlanta chapter of the American Theater Organ Society. We own the Grande Theater pipe organ here at Stevenson High School in Stone Mountain, Georgia. And although dozens and dozens and dozens of people were involved in creating this magnificent organ, we're celebrating the 102nd birthday of Jack Sandow, the singularly most important individual in terms of creating this great pipe organ, because he knew the folks at the DeKalb County schools at the time. They were creating Stevenson High School, and he not only engineered a lot of the installation of the organ, because Jack is a very, very capable gentleman, but because of that connection, we were able to install this organ. And so, Jack, that's why we started with a little bit of happy birthday. We want to celebrate your birthday with some great music on the great pipe organ you helped create. So we started with music, 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 and then the song is you. Music, birthday, celebration, that's all kind of going to be the theme of some of the music that we play in this program that we hope you enjoy. And for those of you who might be tuning this in via YouTube and the wonders of the internet, who are either members of the chapter or just some of this is going to make its way to YouTube and wherever. We hope you'll enjoy the glorious sounds of Jack Sandow's Grande Theater pipe organ. Some swing music, most of those tunes associated with the great Harry James. And in fact, I believe right on this very stage, or at least here in Atlanta, up at the Strand Theater in Marietta, where we have the GW4, a former Harry James trumpet player, my good friend Skip Stein, and I played some of those tunes in a previous engagement. That was, I've heard that song before, of course, You Made Me Love You. It's been a long, long time, and I'm beginning to see the light. So we'll continue with a little more music about music. The great Della Reese had a wonderful tune titled That Reminds Me of You, but the opening lyric is, I hear the sound of music, my favorite kind of music, and that reminds me, dear, of you. Pretty tune. And then It All Depends on You, again, references Jack Sandow and us dependent upon him for the push and the drive and years of blood, sweat, tears, and everything else to make sure that this Page pipe organ got installed and is the glorious instrument it is. So Jack, music about music, and that would be That Reminds Me of You, and then It All Depends on You. It All Depends on You, preceded by That Reminds Me of You on the glorious Page Theater Pipe Organ at Stevenson High School in Stone Mountain. If you are just clicking through on YouTube or picking up on this, we are celebrating the wonderful Jack Sandow's 102nd birthday, and we're going to do it with now something very, very special that Jack specifically had requested. We're going to turn the vibratos and the tremulence and that heavy vibrato off of the instrument, and we're going to do a special request and move from the theatrical surroundings of this school auditorium and take the Page organ into church for a favorite hymn that Jack's requested. A special tune for Jack Sandow, and now we'll get back to more theatrical style music and some tunes associated with the great Frank Sinatra. Jack likes the swing style of music, and so we'll do Fly Me to the Moon and Young at Heart, which I think for a 102-year-old who's still sharp as a tack, still with the biting, digging sense of humor, Jack Sandow, I think, will enjoy a little music made famous by the great Frank Sinatra. Fly Me to the Moon and Young at Heart, two tunes made famous by Frank Sinatra. Now we're going to do something a little different, not associated necessarily with anyone unless you are an Australian rules football fan, what they call the footy. This is a theme song for one of their teams. However, it's a great march, one we don't hear very often in the States. I can guarantee you they hear it a lot in Australia. But it's great fun and wonderful to fun to play here on the Grand Page Theater pipe organ. This is entitled Blaze Away. We'll set a bonfire to our troubles and we'll watch them blaze away. If we could only do that today. But anyway, enough about that. Blaze away. And the amazing Blaze Away. Great fun to play on the Grand Page pipe organ. For those of you who are just maybe finding us, we're celebrating Jack Sandow's 102nd birthday, and Jack was the singular most integral point person for getting this wonderful Page pipe organ installed here at Stevenson High School in Stone Mountain, Georgia. He knew the principal people, so to speak, at DeKalb County Schools as Stevenson was on the drawing board and created the spaces by which we could put in this enormous pipe organ in this wonderful auditorium. And we are the Atlanta chapter of the American Theater Organ Society. And if you are so moved, you can go online to atosatlanta.org, and you might not find one of these pamphlets. However, there is all of the information about our chapter, our history, our connections to theater organ around the greater Atlanta area and across the state of Georgia. For example, the Strand Theater in Marietta has a wonderful Allen digital 4-manual theater organ. The famous Plaza Theater on Ponce de Leon has a 3-manual Lynn Larson LLQ model theater organ. And in terms of pipe organs, we were involved with our friends at SCAD in Savannah, Georgia, the Savannah College of Art and Design, in bringing the original Wurlitzer organ back to the Lucas Theater in downtown Savannah. We're very proud of that. And we have another Allen GW4 theater organ at the beautiful River Center in Columbus, Georgia. Our group is all about the music. We are not a bunch of players. We have some players in the group. Most of our membership of ATOSatlanta.org, the Atlanta chapter of ATOS, the American Theater Organ Society, just love the music. We love to come listen to it. We love to get to hear people perform and play concerts. And so you can find out about where we're having our monthly chapter meetings, where we're staging other concerts. In April, on Saturday the 20th at 2:30, in 2024, depending on when you're seeing all of this, we will stage our 2nd annual Graham Jackson Memorial Scholarship Concert, benefiting a young student from Stevenson High School who is embarking on a studies curriculum with a major in music, be it music curriculum, music education, performance with a particular instrument or voice, whatever. We're happy to provide some scholarship dollars. Hopefully, eventually, one of these days, a young keyboard student would perhaps find a love for the Page Theater organ. We would love to be able to help fund those studies as well. This is a little bit about what our chapter is all about, and mainly it's about wonderful music on these fabulous historic theater pipe organs. With that, we will move on to a couple of Latin tunes. As we've played a march, we've played some swing, we've played a couple of pretty ballads, now to some Latin rhythms. And the theater organs being equipped like an orchestra, you're going to hear tambourines and castanets and marimbas and all kinds of things as we put a little 2-tune medley together of 2 fun pieces, El Cumbanchero and Cumana, the Grand Page Theater organ in Latin music style. Cumana, preceded by El Cumbanchero and a little Latin music on the Grand Page Theater pipe organ. And we'll go back to another vocalist. And in fact, this first of three tunes associated with the great Dean Martin is kind of a Latin tune called Sway. Then we'll get to his theme song, Everybody Loves Somebody Sometime. And then the B side of that, which was equally as big a hit, and that is You're Nobody Till Somebody Loves You. Music made famous by what Sinatra once dubbed in an introduction, Old Drunky Dean, Dean Martin. And a little Dean Martin swing music brings us to the final two tunes, Jack, for your little birthday mini concert here on the instrument you were so important a part of creating, and we're delighted to have had an opportunity on behalf of everybody at Stevenson High School and all the people you've touched here, and everybody, of course, in the Atlanta chapter of ATOS, the opportunity to say happy birthday. Somebody has said happy birthday to you for 102 years. Think about that. And we're thrilled to have had the opportunity to do it here. We're going to close with a couple of things that I think are musically appropriate. Again, we're going to go back to the Sinatra songbook, but in terms of his career, one of the later tunes, which again has a title that I think is very fitting, You Will Be My Music, and we'll follow that with the old Jesse Crawford, When the Organ Played at Twilight. For all of you who have tuned in, hope you've enjoyed it. Jack, happy birthday, and by golly, we're looking forward to doing this again next year, right after the new year. Thank you all for being with us. Jack, happy 102nd, and on behalf of all of us in the leadership and the membership of the Atlanta chapter of the American Theater Organ Society, happy birthday and lots more.
Happy birthday, Jack. Happy birthday.
Hi, Jack. It's been a long time since we've talked, and I need to remedy that. I'm going to start today by saying happy birthday to you. And just to say that the Lord's blessings be on you today and throughout the coming year. And we will talk again soon.
Happy birthday, Jack. This is Lee Lanier, thanking you for all you've done for the chapter all these years.
Jack, on this very, very special day. We are so thankful for all of your work. You not only mean a lot to us in ATOS, but worldwide in your terms of faithfully restoring a very special instrument, which has become a world-class instrument. We love you, and we celebrate with you this marvelous occasion.